Okay, I want to be able to see it too. Riding shotgun, going Texas range. Go west, go man. I'm cheating and drove California's full of whiskey. Women and gold, saving out all night. Another desert song, living my prayer. My heart, I should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rock and ride. Where's my six shooter riding my pony on a cattle drive? Stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rock and ride. I'll be wearing my six shooter riding my pony on a cattle drive. Stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Yeah, I should have been a cowboy. Oh, I should have been a cowboy.
Yeah, give it up for Danny Haynes, everybody. I'm telling you what. That's some fine music he's putting out there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Great Elk Tag Raffle. I'm telling you what, are we going to have some fun this afternoon? You know, every year it gets a little better, and we're going to make it better even this year. We're going to make it even better this year, rather than better even this year. How does that sound? The old sheriff gets a little tongue-tied once in a while, but that ain't a bad thing, you know. I got so much knowledge in this head of mine that sometimes I got to download a little so I can get some more stuff in there. I want to tell you one thing. We're glad to have you all here. We got a great program planned for you. We're going to do a little dancing. We're going to listen to a little music. We're going to watch Benny act up. I'm telling you what, and right here in this barrel, ladies and gentlemen, you know how it works. We got some kids in the audience that are going to come up and play heads and highties with us. The last kid standing goes in the barrel to get the tag. Why do we do that? A lot of us are involved in this elk tag raffle. That makes it legitimate. We have nothing to do with reaching in the barrel. It's always one of our young people here, and we love them. Keep on coming. We got some lined up. Is there any more that wants to come up? When we make the call, me and Mr. Ben, we're going to get her going up here, play a little heads and hindies. How about for Danny Haynes? What a guy, huh? He'd be putting out some music right there. Where'd he go? He didn't disappear already, did he? He got a lot of work to do around here today. Yeah, he died in the corner. I'll tell you what, that corner had a rattlesnake yesterday, so he won't get out of there. I'll tell you what, the old sheriff sees one of them, all you see is the bottom of his sneakers. I'm gone. I don't like anything going around, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, they have that part of the habitat around here. They live here, the elk live here, the turks live here, deer live here, Benny lives here. We got a lot of people living here. And I wish I lived here. I got to travel so far, I got to call ahead to come down here. It's 2 hours. I'm telling you what, it's a long way away, but I'll tell you what, I got to take the morning flight. Glad to have you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, how many of you in this crowd right now got your name in that barrel somewhere? We're figuring there's a lot of them sitting in here. Boy, I'm telling you, wouldn't it be something? Do the old sheriff's heart good. If the names we pulled out of this barrel today, you would sit right here joining the crowd because we'd be going crazy. Now, I do have to tell you, the sheriff's got some moves you ain't never seen. And you won't never see them unless my name comes out of that barrel. My name comes out of that barrel, you better call 911, you better get everybody out here, because I'm going to be squirming around and jumping and making moves like you've ever seen. That's what this is all about. Having some fun. We can't do nothing about the weather, but it's a nice day in elk country. Take your hat off and come on in, sir. It's dry in here. It ain't raining inside of here. Well, all right, what are we doing next year? That's what I want to know. Oh, Chrissy gonna do something. You actually gonna say something to this thing right here? Here's the way it works. Here's the way it works.
get started with the drawing, which I know that's why everybody's here. But I just want to talk about a couple things that we had going on this year with KECA. So for many of you that you know, we do a raffle calendar that we started last year. And last year, you know, it was just one of these ideas that came out of COVID, folks. And let me tell you, we hit the ground running with it. We got some amazing photo submissions, and we raised a boatload of money for Elk Country. So last year, we put together the 2022 raffle calendar for the first time. We did okay with our photo contest, raised a couple $1,000s on the photo contest. We had Clearfield County Tourism Bureau and PA Great Outdoors underwrote the printing of our calendars. And I am very proud to tell you folks that as of Friday, when the sales for the 2022 raffle calendar closed, we were able to raise over $35,000 for Pennsylvania's Elk Country just by selling raffle calendars. And in case you don't know, the 2023 are now available. You can get them at any of our KECA tents. You can get them in the gift shop. They will be available online next week. And let me tell you, we already hit the ground running with this 2023 calendar, guys. We ran the photo contest back in May, and we raised over $8,200 just on our photo contest. We had 13 amazing pictures that are featured in that calendar. We partnered this year with Nittany Minute Mark. They were our underwriter for our printing. And you know, I'd be remiss if I did not mention the great sponsor of Benezet Wines. I mean, we all love Benezet Wines. Last year and this year, they featured our cover photo picture on a bottle of wine. Last year's picture was featured on a bottle of sweet tea wine. This year's picture that was taken by Cindy Newell from up in the northwest corner of the state, Cambridge Springs. Her picture is featured on a bottle of peach Moscato. So if you like sweet wines, ladies and gentlemen, stop down at the Benezet Wines tent or down at the shop, and you can get a bottle of that wine with Cindy's picture on it. And then you can also pick up your calendars. They're going to have those down at Benezet Wines as well, okay? So, to go on to the last part I want to talk about, we have our Elk Expo patch. You know, this year the patch was very special to us, and we decided to do something a little different. Again, you know, why not? So we ran a photo contest similar to the calendar and similar to the straw can photo contest, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen the Oktoberfest cans that feature a picture from Pennsylvania Elk Country, because why not, right? So we ran this patch photo contest, and you guys have seen the Pennsylvania, the Keystone Elk Country Alliance 2022 Elk Expo patch. The image was taken by Jody Billingsley, who's here with us today. And I'd like to ask Jody to come up front with us. Yeah, let's give Jody a round of applause. So we would like to present Jody with a framed picture of her image that was on the Elk Expo patch. And then we're going to present her with patches as well. Let's give Jody another round of applause, folks. And Jody actually has two of your images, Jody? Or 3 of her images are in the calendar as well. This woman is a very, very talented photographer. So thank you again, Jody, for your contributions to Elk Country, and congratulations. That's it, Sheriff. That's all I got.
I've got it. I'm so photogenic you can't stand it.
Do Do you want to introduce the big guy?
I don't even charge for these photos. You know we can be making them appropriate.
We could just put your picture as the cover photo, right? Who wouldn't want to buy that?
I think I'm making on the cover of Psychology Today magazine.
So Sheriff, you introducing the big guy or am I?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I do anything else, I want to tell you one more thing about this barrel in here. You see this guy standing guard right here? I mean, me and him is pretty official looking when you look at both of them now. I can see some improvements you could make, but I'm telling you, you're doing all right. Since this barrel has left the office and got loaded, this man has had eyes on it. Russell's had eyes on it. Our staff has had eyes on it. It hasn't gone anywhere. And I'll tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, every ticket submitted is in that barrel. We take a lot of pain to do it. Right now, it's my great pleasure to introduce the president and CEO of the Keystone Elk Country Alliance, the guy that had the vision to put this all together, Mr. Raleigh Cogan. There he is. You know how to work.
Hi, John. Thank you. Good to see all you folks here for the Keystone Elk Country Alliance Elk Tag Raffle Drawing. Good to see you. You know, how many of you have been to Elk Expos before? It rains at every one, doesn't it? We kept the streak going, huh? We are consistent. It's been worse. We've had hail and thunder and lightning and winds, but we'll take the rain. We're good with it. So, welcome everybody. Raleigh Cogan's my name, President and CEO of the Keystone Elk Country Alliance. And I am really happy to be here, and I think you're going to be really, really surprised when you hear some numbers here today. So, I'd like to recognize our Elk Expo sponsors here. Elk Life, Whitetail Properties Real Estate, LLC, Unified Sportsman of Pennsylvania, Benson Hotel, Nittany Minute Art, Triple Nickel Distillery, Eastern Chapter of the Wild Sheep Foundation, Straw Brewery, GM Equipment, Friends of the NRA, Trick Shot Sustainable Products, Pennsylvania Game Commission, Hicks Run Outfitters, Fox Pro, Waste Management, Yost Excavating and Hauling, Cabela's and Bass Pro, and the Keystone Elk Country Alliance. Put your hands together and thank those sponsors. Appreciate all the work that they do for us too. I'd like to recognize some of our board members here today. We've got folks here that are on our current board and folks that are from our previous board. I'd like to recognize right out the gates our chairman of the board from Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, right here in the front row, Mr. Terry Bryant. Terry, it's good to see you. Our secretary from down in Mill Hall, Pennsylvania, Mr. Rick Trude. Rick, good to see you. Board member from Du Bois, Mr. Randy Schmidt. Where are you, buddy? There he is. We've got some past board members here too. Now this is hard for you all to believe, but the sheriff of all Elk Country was our founding chairman of the board. Don't let this funny man fool you, okay? Him and I work together really, really close. I know him as the chairman of the board, Mr. John Geisler. Our vice chairman of the board, his job was to take care of the sheriff, keep him out of trouble. That's Mr. Ron Elkhorn from up in Bear Lake. That's why his hair is white too. He had a rough go of it for a while. Representing the late Randy Kimball, his wife, Kathy Kimball. Good to see you, Kathy. Mr. Greg Yutzy out of Du Bois. Where are you, Greg? There he is, right here. Hey. Looking good. I got to tell you a story about him. He's going to hate it, but you're going to love it. So, him and his wife Kathy are in the discovery room stuffing envelopes for this raffle, mailing the stuff back to the folks at bottom. Greg's in there with his shorts on. He's got his sandals on, and he's not looking at all like you're supposed to look when you have married, especially board members. So he says to me, where do I get a hat like you have? I said, goatroper.com. And he gets on his phone and stuff. Goatroper.com. He couldn't find it. Anyway, I love this guy. He's great. So let's get to business here, folks. This raffle today is critical to us. The funding that we have raised here has stayed right on the ground right here in Pennsylvania from this elk tag raffle. In fact, every single dollar the Keystone Elk Country Alliance has raised has stayed right on the ground here in Pennsylvania. Our mission is to conserve and enhance Pennsylvania's elk country for future generations. We do it in 3 ways: through conservation, education, habitat enhancement, permanent land protection. We're serious about that. Our board's serious about that. Our staff's serious about that. If it doesn't meet the litmus test of our mission, we don't spend the dollars. That's how serious we are. The dollars we raised from this raffle have been used for the same thing: conservation, education, habitat enhancement, permanent land protection. The legislation that created this elk tag raffle, which allowed the Game Commission, gave them the authority to hand out this tag to us, was back in 2014, House Bill 2169. At that time, our representative was Matt Gobbler. He's no longer in the legislature, he retired, but Matt was the lead sponsor of it, and it received unanimous vote in both the Senate and the House in 2014. Have you ever heard of such a thing? I haven't. Unanimous, across the board, which allows us to be able to raise those dollars. This is our 9th year, so the previous 8 years leading up to today, we've raised about $1.35 million, not counting today. Put your hands together, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. We look at this as the working men and women's blue collar raffle. 25 bucks. 6 for 100, you get your name in the barrel. We want everybody to have a chance at this hunt. And that's kind of why we put this together. There were some folks thought we couldn't raise much money on a raffle, but you all proved them wrong. There's no doubt about that. You wait till you hear the number this year. You're not going to believe it. We're about to get there. Okay. We have a couple of previous elk tag raffle winners here today. In 2015, Mr. Mark Martino. Mark, here he is back here. 2017, Delbert Somerville from Burnville. Here he is right here. I don't know if Gary Longman made it. Is Gary here? No, he didn't make it. Gary was going to be your command anyway. You'll hear he won the raffle last year. What I want to say about these men and all the folks that have won this is they've been absolutely fantastic ambassadors for elk conservation, Pennsylvania elk herd, the Keystone Elk Country Alliance, and we appreciate your work on that. Every one of those hunters. Feel good bulls too. Okay. I told you all the money remains here in this state. So what do we use this money for in past years? This building we're in, it was our signature project. We needed a classroom where Ben and his staff could teach students and people about Pennsylvania's elk country. We outgrew the visitor center in short order. Put this building up in 2014, phase 1, phase 2. We put the sides on it. It was a stretch for us. This raffle helped us be able to create this building. I can't even tell you how many kids and people have been educated in this building. We're also funding projects with Jeremy Banfield on habitat preference studies, some research work that he's doing on habitat. We're also doing projects across Pennsylvania's elk range in terms of conservation education and a lot of habitat projects. And so conservation education, Ben Korkalov heads up our Con Ed program. He and his staff are teaching about 40 to 41,000 students and people a year. Can you imagine that? That they get exposed to Pennsylvania's elk country. Great work, Ben, and your staff. We appreciate that. For some of the money that we received from this raffle, you know, we pride ourselves in the habitat work we're doing, and early on in our history, we didn't have the funding, we didn't have the equipment to go out and do the habitat work. We focused more on education, getting this building up and running, but since then, we've gotten a little bit better at it. We're averaging about 400 acres a year in the last 4 or 5 years. One of the things we decided we wanted to do was purchase some equipment so that we could be more independent out there in the landscape, because everybody was working in the same weather windows. They were trying to hit that same weather window and get their seed in the ground or get their mowing done or whatever that treatment happened to be. And so we were able to go out and And we purchased a truck that could pull a trailer, that could haul a tractor and get our implements on site. We also purchased a lime spreader. You see it sitting down here by that John Deere tractor. That lime spreader allows us to spot 22-ton of lime, triaxles all across these lands that we're going to spread lime on, and then we get there, load up that spreader, and we can do it independently. We are so much more efficient. In fact, this year we've been able to do over 650 acres, and we're not done yet. I want to introduce to you the guy that makes all that happen, Mr. Chad Woodward. Chad, where are you, buddy? Chad, where are you? I don't know where Chad is. He's probably down in his office, down there in the tractor, but listen, he does a great job for us, and we appreciate his work. He didn't know I was going to do that, that's probably why he's not here. We also did some permanent land protection. We partnered up with the Game Commission and bought some land here on 311, donated that back to the Game Commission. We were able to protect the Kimball Run track, and we also have another track down in Dents Run that we were able to secure too on the permanent land protection side. So my point of this whole thing is we've used the money wisely. It's all state here in Pennsylvania. It fits our mission. It fits the rules of the legislation of House Bill 2169. Keystone Elk Country Alliance prides ourselves in partnerships. We work closely with the Pennsylvania Game Commission. We're proud of that. We work closely with our field staff, from their food and cover corps to the land managers, the game wardens, to the biologists, to the technicians. We enjoy that. They feel welcome here. We feel anytime we pick up the phone and talk to them, we do. The regional office, same thing. We can make phone calls there. They make phone calls to us. We communicate. We cooperate. That goes right back to the Harrisburg office. That leadership doesn't happen without the right man in the correct seat. I'm proud to tell you, he's a friend, he's a partner, works very well with us. Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Game Commission, Mr. Brian Burhan. Brian, where are you, buddy?
I tell you, Raleigh, we are so proud of the partnership we have with Keystone Elk Country Alliance. It really is a true partnership. I apologize for the rain. That's my fault. I decided to wear shorts. And as you can tell, I don't watch the Weather Channel. So, you know, why are we here today? Today, we're here to raise money for conservation. And somebody is going to be lucky enough to win a hunt. But remember, when you put that $25 down for that ticket, or $100, or maybe you gave $5,000, that money goes to conservation, and that's why we're here today. Real quick, I want to introduce, we have our new commissioner for Commissioner District 9, which is the Lehigh Valley, Bob Schwallen. So, Raleigh, I'm not going to hold up because I know you're going to be busy pulling my ticket out of there somewhere. But thank you all for being here today. You know, as your state wildlife agency, remember, our mission is to manage and protect wildlife and their habitats while promoting hunting and trapping for current and future generations. That's why we're in business, and that's what we're proud and honored to be able to do on behalf of the citizens of Pennsylvania. Thanks.
All right, here's where the head and hiney game starts, folks. You know how it's played. I'm going to hand the mic back over to the Sheriff of all Elk Country, Mr. John Geiser. Take it away, John.
All right, everybody, you know every year we play a game called Heads and Heinies. The last child or young man or young woman standing is the one that gets the honor of drawing out our ticket. I want to introduce Mr. Ben Porkalob, head of our Con Ed department around here. He's got the coin. I would like all the kids now that want to participate, come on right up here. We're going to form a line in front of the TV. Come on up. Anybody that wants to come on up, kids. Come on, kids. Come on, here they come. Yeah, come on. We're going to line them up right in front of the TV. Oh, here they come. Look out, Benny, there. Come, we'll run over you. Hi, honey, come on. Here we go. You are? Okay. I'm all in. Hi, honey. Oh, there's the sheriff right there. Okay, anybody else? We don't want to miss anybody. Hey, look at the crew we got this year, Mr. Ben. Oh, you can come next year. Okay. We got one more. Here she comes. Come on over, honey. All right. And if any of the parents need to be with their child, that's fine too. Okay, so Mr. Ben is going to explain how this works, ladies and gentlemen. Heads and heinies. He's got a coin and he's going to flip it. Ben, I'm going to give you the mic and you can show him that coin.
Thanks, Sheriff. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everybody. So I have one of our challenge coins here. We started making these challenge coins a couple years ago to honor some people, some veterans. We're very passionate about our veterans, and we have these challenge coins that we hand out to them. So I have one here. We're going to do the heads with the big bull and the patriotic colors of our flag. The other side is the Keystone Elk Country Alliance logo there, and that's going to be our tails today. So we're going to ask these fine young folks to either choose heads. Sheriff, you want to get them, show them how to do heads.
Heads. See here, kids, when we tell you, you either have to put your hand on your head or on your hiney. On your head or on your hiney. That's all you have to do. And then he's going to flip the coin, so whichever one happens, some will sit down, some will go on. Mr. Ben?
So what we're going to do, like he said, like the sheriff said here, I'm going to flip this coin. This is heads, okay? So if your hands are on your heads, you're going to stay.
That's right.
Right? Okay. And if your hands are on your heads, and I get tails, tails are heinies. So if you had your hands on your heads and I flip tails, you're going to have to sit down. And we're going to keep on playing rounds of heads and heinies until we only have one kid left. And that kid is going to be the lucky kid to reach right in here and pull out our lucky bull tag winner for 2022.
All right, kids, let's do it. Some of you put your hand on your head, some of you put your hands on your heinies. It doesn't matter. We got to have a little of both.
You got to pick one. You got to go with heads or heinies, and you can't change your mind, okay?
Okay, we got heads and we got heinies. Mr. Ben.
Hold on a second. So you want to put your hands.
There you go.
Okay, good. All right, Sheriff. I'm gonna give you the mic here, and I'm gonna flip the coin. All right.
You flip the coin, Mr. Ben. Let's see what we got.
Yep. Put your hand on your head.
There you go. All good. And hands on a hiney. We got heinies and we got heads. Okay, Mr. Ben, what's it say?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Heads. So heads stay.
Everybody that had their hand on their head, you stay. If you had your hand on their hiney, we're sorry, but you have to go back to your seat. So you can stay. All the heinies go back to their seat. Yeah, I'm telling you what, especially you. Get on down. Bye, honey. Thank you. Oh, look at here. We got some left. All right, now we're going to do another round. So we need some heads and heinies. You never know what's going to happen. Heinies, heads. We got heinies over here, heinies and heads. And young lady, heads or heiny? Head? Okay. All right, Mr. Ben, here we go. Round number 2.
It looks like heads again. Heinies, sit down.
Oh my gosh, a hiney, you have to go sit down. Thank you, honey. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you, honey. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So we need some heads and we need some heinies. You never know what's going to happen. We can't be all heads. We got to have a few heinies, kids. Yeah. We need at least one hiney. Somebody. You know, it's almost time for a hiney to come up on that coin. Somebody has to do this, kids. Somebody has to do it. That's the way the game works. Never been in this situation before, folks, but we're going to figure it out. How about if I get in here? All right, let's do this. You sit down. All right, we need one hiney on there. Are you willing to do it for me? There you go. Give her a big hand. All right, and I sure hope you're still standing. Okay, Mr. Ben.
We've got heads again.
Heads again. I'm going to be your worst enemy, honey. Thank you. We can give her a big hand. Okay, Mr. Ben. Now we need one hiney. We have to have one hiney. There you go. Thank you, young man. Give him a hand. All right, here we go. Round number 4.
Heine.
Oh, the smartest one in the group. Everybody else has to go sit down. We got our winner. Give me 5, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, can't get any better. This young man's name is Hunter. Okay, you go back to the seat. I'm going to go with you. We're going to find him. Oh, hang on, Hunter. We got something for you.
Hey Hunter, I'd like you to have this challenge coin, all right, buddy? Thank you. And we'll get you here up in a little bit, all right? Good job.
All right. All right, here you go, Mr. Raleigh. I've got to keep my eye on this cat. Hey, that was fun. All right, that was a lot of fun. All right, folks, here's what you've been waiting on, right? You want to know how well we did? Yeah. Did better than last year. Last year was a record. You folks that pay for these tickets, put your name in there, you amaze me. You absolutely do. I just never know where this thing's going to level off. Every time I think it is, it doesn't. You guys knocked it completely out of the park this year. Here we go. The number of tickets sold, 22,426 tickets. You ready? Here we go. Revenue on this, back on the ground in Pennsylvania, $400,025. Put your hands together.
American God will always stand up and salute. Will always recognize when we see old glory fly. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down.
Thank everybody that bought a ticket. Thank you so much.
My daddy served in the army. We're lost his right eye, but he blew a flag out in
Thank you all so much.
till the day that he died.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
My brother, my sister, and me, who grew up and lived in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. 97 punch came flying from somewhere in the back. You can see it clearly through our big black eye. Man, we lit up your world like a 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. And the eagle will fly. It's gonna be here when you hear about the freedom start ringing a bell. And you feel like a whole wide world raining down on you. I'm proud to pursue up the red, white, and blue.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
And justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage. You'll be something to mess with. USA. So well, put a boot in your ass and see if American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. And the eagle will fly. It's gonna be here when you hear about the freedom star ringing the bell. And it'll feel like a whole wide world raining down on you.
Awesome.
I'll brought to you first of the red, white, and blue. Oh, of the red, white, and blue. Oh, of my red, white, and blue.
fantastic. So, what's this hunter gonna get? About to come out of the barrel here. You're gonna get a hunt guided by Trophy Rack Lodge. The owners are Larry and Vicky. Can I work with Larry and Vicky? Right there. Right here. Here they are. Stand up here. Donation Lodge. We donate a 14-day hunt. Meals, lodging, everything. But there's a caveat to it. Or until you pull the trigger. It's your hunt. They're gonna stay with you until you decide at that time. These guys have done great work across the elk range, killed lots of bulls over 400 inches. My advice to you is, your name comes out of that barrel, put the gun on your, put the sling on your gun, put it on your shoulder, just hang tight so he gets jumping 3 feet off the ground, and you get ready. Okay, with this hunt, 57-day hunt across any elk zone in Pennsylvania that's open to elk hunting. So it basically runs September 1 through November 5th, 57 days, fully guided, meals, lodging, shoulder mount in there, meat processing by Country Butcher, filmed by Tom Bob Outdoors. We've got some of the posse members here from Tom Bob. Put your hands together and thank them. All right, you've been waiting on this. Here we go. I'm going to pass back over to the sheriff. This young man's going to reach in the barrel. Here you go, buddy.
All right, here's my little buddy Hunter. It's getting exciting right now. Now, Hunter, here's what we got to do. I'm going to pick you up and turn you upside down. Are you ready for that? And you're going to stick your arm down in that barrel, and you're going to go like this and like this and like this, and then you're going to pick out one ticket, okay? Okay. All right. All right, here we go. Somebody hold this mic for me 1 minute. All right, you ready to go? Unlock the door and open the cage, baby. Look at all. You're gonna go like this and like this. Oh, you're gonna flip it one more time. Roll that barrel. Now we gotta make sure they all get down in there. They don't get hung up. I can get that. Oh, Hunter, I'm telling you what, I'm getting excited. How about you? Yeah, I'm blowing forks, son. They're all down. You're all good. He's going to unlock the lock. Are you ready? Yeah, you do. How much you weigh? 300 pounds? 50 pounds? Almost? Well, I don't know. Up in the corner. I bench press about 28 pounds. We're ready to go. All right, here we go. I got a hold of Hunter. I'm going around right here. Hunter, you reach down in there, let me get the foot over here. Stir him up now. Stir him. Shake him around. Shake him. And pull one out. Shake some over there. Okay, pull one out. Just one. Now you stay right here with me. You can hand me that ticket. I'm going to put on my spectacles and see who we got here. Last year I didn't know who the hell we had. I couldn't read. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Roy Moon from Butler, Pennsylvania. Roy Moon, Butler, Pennsylvania. There it is. Hunter, I'm telling you what. Tell everybody thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
And so are you, son. Thank you. All right. Mr. Roy Moon, we got him right here. I'm going to hand this ticket over to Raleigh. We're going to head back to the office. We're going to have a little more music, maybe. And we're going to call Mr. Roy and see how excited he is. In 8 years, all but 1 year, when we called the guy up, now plug your ears, kids. When we called the guy up, he said, "You're me." They think it's some kind of crank call. This is one call you want to answer the dang telephone, I'll tell you that. $400,000. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this whole dang outfit. Woo! All right, we're going to wind her up, everybody. Thank you very much for attending. Enjoy the rest of the expo. We got a lot going on. We're going to head to the office and call Mr. Moon.
Take care, man. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Safe travels.
Glad here.
Hey, we'll see ya.